on Facebook. Let's take a quick look at ag weather before Hop Sing serves up that chicken fried steak, jalapeno gravy, plenty of anti-seized rolls, and a cold cucumber salad, and I pour the iced tea. Neighbor, let's begin up in San Angelo. 85 the high, 75 the low, 30% chance of moisture, 1 or 2 points. 85 and 74 on Tuesday, 84 and 73 with a 50% chance of a thunderstorm on Wednesday, and then a 40% chance of a thunderstorm on Thursday the 2nd, 84 and 73. Looks like 8 or 9 tenths across Wednesday and Thursday. Neighbor, now let's drop down to San Antonio. Today, mostly sunny. 90 the high, 72 the low, a 10% chance of moisture. Tuesday, cloudy with showers, 87 the high, 70 the low, 30% chance of moisture. Then a 30% chance of showers on Wednesday the 21st, 87 the high, 70 the low, 30% chance. And then on Thursday the 22nd, 88 the high, 70 the low, and a 20% chance. Neighbor, I don't think we'll catch much more than 1 or 2 points out of that whole 4 days. Now let's drop down to the bottom end of our country, Corpus Christi. Looks like today, 85 and 75, 30% chance. 20% on Tuesday, the 20th. Mostly sunny, 85 and 74. A 50 on Wednesday, the 21st, with a chance of a thunderstorm. 84 and 73, maybe 6 or 7 points on Wednesday. And 2 or 3 more points and a 40% chance on Thursday, the 22nd. A thunderstorm possible, 84 and 73. Neighbor, there is your ag weather for 3 of the communities across that big old wide expanse of Down on the Farm country. Neighbors, here's a quick reminder from Down on the Farm in McCoys. Do you need corral, panels, and gates? Well, your local McCoys can help. The 10-foot Tough Mac corral panel, green with a chain connector for $79. How about the 10-foot Tough Mac walk-through corral gate, green with a chain connector, $145.99. For photos and specifications as well as design help, go to your local McCoy's store. For that location of the McCoy's store, go to mccoys.com. Neighbors, let's take a look at corn, beans, wheat, and cotton as they begin to trade today in earnest. Corn futures reversed Friday's weakness and are rallying early today, with corn harvest forecast to be pegged at 51% to 52% complete in Monday's crop progress report. Cool and wetter weather this week promises to slow that harvest activity. As we look at beans early today, they have negated part of Friday's weakness as positive economic news from China, along with the ongoing surge in export demand, has popped up into the market. Now, on the bear side, it looks like both Argentina and Brazil are in line for some desperately needed rains over the next 10 days. Wheat continues to be the bullish stalwart, with Chicago Dees wheat up 10 cents, hitting another new contract high. Dryness in the Black Sea and especially southern Russia is the driving force behind this last week's or more worth of strength. As we look toward cotton, my Texas farm and ranching neighbors, as the prices begin to climb, trend following speculators notice the unfolding action that began to reverse their positions of being heavily net short, 49,000 contracts as of Friday, to their present position of being net long about 53,000. And another weather concern relates to India. Newswires have it that the crop in India is experiencing punishing monsoon rains from that lingering monsoonal season. Typically by this time of the year, Indians' monsoons have tapered down, but this year seems to be an exception. Neighbor, now it's time for a feature from the Texas Farm Bureau Radio News Desk. Carrie Martin from the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network is at the mic. Carrie, what's today's topic?
Dairy Program Sign-Up. Dairy farmers have until December to enroll for the Dairy Margin Coverage Program. The National Milk Producers Federation is urging dairy farmers to sign up for the maximum level of protection under the program. NMPF's Chris Galen.
This has certainly been a year where dairy farmers could use all the risk management tools that they can have, and the primary one remains the Dairy Margin Coverage Program. Program paid out to farmers who enrolled in it this year, particularly in the spring months when milk prices really cratered, and the DMC helped make certain situations better because of the assistance that it was offering. So this is the primary risk management tool offered by the federal government, and we encourage dairy farmers to make use of it.
Sign up started on Tuesday at your local FSA office.
Where has the Pioneer Audio Tour taken me today? Well, I think the nearest town is Millbank, South Dakota. I'm in a large shed belonging to a Pioneer sales representative. He's operating what's called a drum seed treater machine. It rotates. Looks like a cross between a smoker and a cement mixer. I can see green seeds tumbling inside. It's a little loud. Let me step away. This machine is applying Lumigen seed treatments to a customer's soybeans. Around here, farmers have to deal with Phytophthora big time. What seed treatment does is provide disease control at a plant's most vulnerable stage in life. Well, why is that important? You protect the seed, you protect the yield. Lumigen seed treatments. Another thing that makes Pioneer, Pioneer. You'll hear more from me later. For now, let your local Pioneer sales representative hear from you.
I'm Kerry Martin on the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network.
Neighbor, my stomach is rumbling. I didn't get to eat breakfast during the 5:30 edition of our program. So, Hop Sing, I'm going to sit down with you and eat. So are all these good people. I will pour the coffee before I take my first bite and talk to Ken Jordan Cattle Auction. He's got a sale today in Mason, Thursday in San Saba, and a special opportunity for the kids selling heifers. Ken, let's talk about it all.
You bet, Larry. We've got 950 head on the yard here this evening. There's about 125 to 130 cows that are there. So we're kind of paying up 1,200 head tomorrow, which is shaping up to lead.
Good. How's Thursday looking for San Saba?
You bet. We've got several dozen calves that are coming in. There's about 150 off of one ranch that will be Charlotte crosses and Angus that will be in. Also got several groups of cows that are coming in with some calves, so we'll pair them up. Also, we do have the 7th annual Hill Country Youth female sale, and these are heifers that are either open or bred, and these are where a lot of young folks in high school 4-H programs have put these cattle together, bred them, and some of them, like I said, grew them up as open. There'll be about 150 head of those that'll be there, groups of 3 to 5. So you can be out there, helps with these good youth, these grade school kids and high school kids. It'll be very, very good fun. That starts at 11 o'clock. We'll sell those first and go right into our regular sale. We'll be live in a minute too, Larry.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
You bet. Give us a call there. Go 325-372-5159. Also, for the list of all these heifers coming Thursday, you can go to our website at jordancattle.com and you can find those areas.
We appreciate you, and we'll talk with you on Monday evening.
Okay. Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Rumensin presents Trusted by Generations. Headquartered in Amarillo, Texas, Cactus Feeders has been producing high-quality protein at their feed yards in Texas and Kansas for over 40 years. They work hard each day to make sure the beef they produce is safe and nutritious. Director of Nutrition Kendall Carr and General Manager of Wrangler Feed Yard Randy Shields have been working together at Cactus Feeders for 20 years. We asked them what they view as the most vital ingredient in their success. For Kendall, trust comes before anything else, and that includes doing business with a handshake. Beyond trust in their partners, Kendall knows it's important for consumers to trust the beef they consume. Randy believes it all comes back to the handshake deal, that when you make a commitment, you follow through with that commitment. Both Kendall and Randy are proud to carry on the legacy of helping people learn and grow in the beef cattle business. Rumensin has been trusted by generations of cattle producers to help build their legacy. What will your legacy be? Explore more legacy stories at trustedbygenerations.com.
Neighbor, when you hear cattle in the alleyway, that's a reminder that they had a good sale in Lexington on Saturday. Let's visit with Russell Heller, Lexington Livestock Commission Company. Russell, what did you think of the sale?
Yes, sir. We had 915 total head with 89 cows.
Let's walk the pens.
All right. The thinner packer cows, 25 to 37. And the better cows, 38 to 58. On the steering bull calves, 3 to 400 pounds, 105 to 175. 4 to 5 weights, $1 to 160. 5 to 6 weights, 95 to 140. 6 to 7 weights, 90 to 130. On the heifers, 3 to 400 pound heifers, $1 to 150. 4 to 5 weights, 95 to 140. 5 to 6 weights, 90 to 130. 6 to 7 weights, 85 to 118.
Good. What was the health and quality of the cattle?
Yes, sir. The quality of the cattle were good. They were cheaper this week. Calves were probably $2 to $3 cheaper than they were the week before. But the good quality cattle are still selling good.
Good. And the buyers are just more intent on getting what they need for the price that they need it at?
Yes, they are. I mean, it's dry and no rain so far, and they're being awful choosy right now what they're buying.
What do you know for next week?
One man's going to have about 15 calves, and that's all that I know of so far.
Russell, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for this next Saturday sale in Lexington.
Yes, so you can get me on my cell, and that number is 979-820-7002.
Where has Pioneer Corn Product Development taken me today? Welcome to the local research center in Mankato, Minnesota. I'm in the main building because it's hot and sticky outside, really humid. And I'm looking out the window at a field planted with Pioneer's most advanced corn trait technology, Pioneer brand Chrome products. The breeders here are excited because Chrome technology works across more Pioneer germplasm than previous triple stack products. So at the same time you're getting strong pest protection, you're unlocking more yield potential. I see a couple of Pioneer scientists out in the fields now. Me, I've got air conditioning and a soda, so I'm good. The Research Center in Mankato. Another place that makes Pioneer, Pioneer. You'll hear more from me later. For now, let your local Pioneer sales representative hear from you.
Neighbor, when you hear my head cowboy and his cowboy crew working hard, they're down there in the brush country helping Riley Rhodes get all those cattle dispersed from the special female replacement and bull sale they had Saturday. Riley, how did it go?
It went well, Larry. We had a lot of fun. You know, it was good to see everybody out and everybody get together and kind of, have a little normality for a change.
Right.
And it was a fun sale, though. We got along real good. The better pairs kind of brought anywhere from 12 up to 2,000. And the 3-in-1s were the ones that brought up 2,000. But a lot of the good Brayford pairs, kind of 1,500 to 1,800. Good bred cows in the 12 to 16 range. Some bred heifers kind of the same, from 1,050 up to 1,500. The Bremer cattle, the better end of those kind of 16 to 1,800. Had some heifers, most of the open heifers from 1,000 to 1,500, kind of depending on their size. Had a lot of good open Brayford heifers, and they were kind of that same range, from just kind of depending on their size, but from 900 up to 1,350. So got along good. Ended up with a little over 1,100 head in the special sale. Got along pretty good with Leroy. Had a lot of bulls here, and they kind of brought from 34 to 3,800. Some good Charolais and Angus and Hereford bulls. So I was real pleased with it. It was a good day, and got most of the cattle go back out in the country here. Most of them went to some customers around the area. So
good.
It was a good day. We enjoyed it and had a good sale.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
361-786-2553 is the office. 361-813-6650 is the cell. LiveOakLivestock.com is the webpage.
I'm on the line with Julie from D&D. Julie, what do you want to tell us about today?
Well, I was going to let you know that we got all the cattle cubes you could possibly need, 12, 20, and 38% protein cubes for your cattle. We also got the Crete, Precon, and several other fantastic feeds for all the cattle needs.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
If you call me at 830-379-7340, I'd gladly pick up, or you can even come and see me in the store. I'd be glad to talk to you for a few minutes.
Neighbor, when you hear a cattle call on a Monday, it's time to head up to the Little River. Talk to Kenny Mingus from Milam County Livestock Auction Cameron. They sell them every Friday. We speak to him Thursday night before the sale, air that Friday, and then we speak to him on Monday and air it on most of these affiliate stations today, Monday. Kenny, how'd the Friday sale go?
Well, it was pretty good, Larry. We had a total of 1,249 cattle. Out of that mix, we had about 200 cows. And, the calf deal, it may have been it was just steady, about what you could say. With what it had been all week, the numbers being a little lighter, everybody was, pretty active on what we had. The quality was pretty good scattered through it. We'll start with the steers under 300, $1.40 to $1.80. 3 to 400 pound steers, $135 to $170. 4 to 500 pound steers, $115 to $165, and over 500, $80 to $1.40. On the heifers under 300, $123 to $225. 3 to 400 pound heifers, $120 to $165. 4 to 500 pound heifers, $1 to $1.39, and over 500, $70 to $124. Packer cows, they added just a little bit on them, from 28 to 57. Packer bulls, 65 to 85. On your stocker cows, the bred cows, from 450 to 1250, and on your cow calf pairs, didn't have a very good test, but from 9 1/4 to 1200.
What do we know for this next week, this Friday?
Well, the phones have been kind of quiet, Larry.
Yeah.
I think we've sold a lot of cattle. I'm not saying that they're gone.
Right.
By no means, but we've grown a lot of grass since we got that rain, and I think some of these people are leaving these things out in the pasture right now. And I think they might leave them there for a little while, until we get a frost or they kind of see which direction this market wants to go.
We will touch base with you Thursday evening, air that report Friday morning for Milam County Livestock Auction, Cameron, Texas. Kenny Mingus, tell everybody how to contact you.
You bet. We are in the office, so give us a call at 254-697-6697. We're available from about 9 to 3 Monday through Wednesday. You can reach us on Thursdays. We'll be there starting about 8 o'clock in the morning to receive cattle, 7 a.m. on Fridays. Catch us on our webpage at MilamCountyLivestockAuction.com or follow us on Facebook.
Neighbor, now it's time for a vignette from Texas Farm Bureau Roundup, the longest-running farm and ranch news program in the nation. And my friend, horticulturalist Dr. John Vegno, is with us. Dr. John, we need to start thinking about fall as the temperatures drop and the day length shortens.
Well, we're finally into fall. Some days feels like it, some days feel like summer. That's a typical Texas fall season. And we think sometimes about preparing our plants for winter. And in the wild, Mother Nature prepares the plants out there by themselves. As days get shorter, nights get cooler, leaves begin to harden off and shed, and they prepare themselves. And there's only an event, or occasionally an event like an early freeze, or in South Texas, a late hurricane, or things that traumatize these plants. They'll be just fine. It is when you and I in our landscaping world try to plant and utilize plants in our landscape that are out of their zone. In other words, if you live in Zone 7, which is the middle part of the state of Texas, and you're growing lantanas and a bunch of bird of paradise and beautiful flowering plants that are Zone 8, 9, and 10, then what we do now can have a definite influence on how they survive. Don't have to prune them, don't have to cut them off. But one little trick that we do, especially on young, newly planted stuff that was just planted this year, is we heal them up. And this is something that's done up north on plants like roses even, to protect that bud zone. You might pile a layer of mulch 2 to 4 inches up on those stems at the ground level. You might add a little bit of soil. But it's amazing how much tougher plants can be and survive even our coldest winters in Texas if you kind of prepare these marginal plants. And you're going to bring those that are in containers indoors, or in greenhouses, or in patios, or porches, or whatever. But those that are in the ground, try this trick to extend their winter hardiness. This is John Vegno reporting from San Angelo for Texas Farm Bureau Roundup.
When we moved to Texas, we were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to find an insurance agent who's a true neighbor. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Neighbor, let's take a look at those commodities of ag interest. December corn, 403.5, up 1.5. November beans, 1052.5, up 2.5. December Kansas City hard red winter wheat, up 0.5 at 559.25. December number 2 cotton up 88, 70, 80. December live cattle down 220, 106.42. January feeder cattle down 255, 126.77. December U.S. dollar index down 364 points at 93.31. December West Texas intermediate crude up 11 at 41.24.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, health, and life insurance since 1952. With more than 260,000 square miles of land and 27 million people, that's a lot to cover. Whether you're wrangling cattle or wrangling kids, we're proud to protect Texans and all Texan ways of life.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to get insurance for Texans by Texans. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Neighbor, let's take a look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle. Call 800-288-4453. Milo to Corpus in October. Dees plus $2, $10.77. We'll call Progresso 850. Yellow corn to Corpus in October. Dees plus 40, $4.43. We'll call Houston Dees plus 30, $4.33. And Progresso 845 by the hundredweight. Hard red winter wheat to Corpus in October. Dees plus 75, $6.33 3/4. Houston will call Dees plus $1 bill, $6.58 3/4. And number 1 beans to Houston. October delivery. November less 15, $10.35. Calling Placido, November less 60, $9.90. And neighbor, if we check Texas cotton, we see 9,049 bales sold on Friday. East Texas, $65.58. West Texas, $63.79. That makes that average price about $65.58 across the state. That's it for Down on the Farm. I'm Larry Marble, you're my neighbor. Neighbor, good day to you.